Hello everyone, my name is Mandi Lynn. I am the author of the young adult novel Essence and historical fantasy novel I Am Mercy. And about a day or so ago, someone asked me about tips for college because, I'm in college and I was talking about how I had a hard time with it. So first I'll give you guys a little background on my experience. This upcoming semester that starts in September, which is apparently next month. I'm not mentally prepared for that yet, but this upcoming semester, I'll be a junior, which marks my halfway point of what I like to call torture, yet knowledge. And I like to learn, but college. Anyways, my first semester of college as a freshman, I lived on dorms at a college that was about 3 hours away from my house. I absolutely loved it at first. I thought it was the greatest thing. I loved the area, I loved the people I was with, and I had a roommate and we got along really well. And then it turns out, I have generalized personality disorder, which I had known for about a year now, and I had been learning to deal with it, and change like college and living in the dorms makes, things from going okay to not so okay very fast. About 2 months into living with a roommate, I decided, let's try out a single dorm, see if me having my own space would kind of help things out. And I lived in a single dorm. It was really great. It felt like I kind of lost some of my friends because I had to move in a different building. I was in a suite where people were kind of like antisocial, where we only saw each other when we went to the bathroom. But besides that, everything was okay. I was on a cross-country team, so I had friends that were on the cross-country team. But then I ran into some trouble when the season ended, and I was alone, and I couldn't find anyone to go to lunch with or dinner with, and I was just at rock bottom, let's put it that way. And then I ended up transferring to a school back home, where I now live at home with my parents in my, room, and I commute to school now. But the tips I'm going to be giving you can be for commuters, but it's mostly for those who are going to be living on the dorm. So first tip is to have fun when you are decorating your dorm room, because that's probably like the best part of college, even though it makes you go broke. But everything about college makes you go broke anyways. But decorating your dorm room is like the funnest thing. Me and my roommate, we met like on a Facebook group because our college had a class of 2018 accepted students Facebook group, and everyone started like filling out these roommate application things, and me and her started talking because we were like, oh, we have stuff in common. And then it turns out we were both going to be on the cross-country team, so that worked out. So we met for lunch, talked about it, we were like, oh my god, let's be roommates. So then she slept over my house, we did some shopping for some dorm stuff, and then we moved in together, we decorated our room, everyone loved it. Like literally, there were people that would walk by our room and be like, that's the cool room. And if you want to see what the cool room is, I'll link a video down below. I actually did a room tour video when I first moved into college. So if you want to know what our dorm room looks like, look at it down below. We like color coordinated and everything. It was actually kind of cool. My second tip would be to join clubs and go to all the events. College gives you so many options of things to do, or at least the college I was at. There's always stuff going on. I loved my college because I was on the cross-country team, so we had practice basically every day, and we always hung out together. I had a love-hate relationship with cross-country because, it wore me out, but at the same time I loved hanging out with the same people every day because after practice we would all go to dinner together. But there are also events like free plays and stuff that can be hilarious, and all these cool, like, events where you get free stuff. That's the best part, going to events and collecting, like, the free t-shirts. And if you go to these events and you meet people and you make friends, it makes this next category, which is lunch and dinner, a lot easier. Now, most colleges usually have like a buffet sort of style where you swipe to get in and then you can eat as much as you want, which is great, but that means you have to eat in that cafeteria area, and if you don't know people, it gets really awkward when you have to sit by yourself. So that's why you go to these events, you join clubs, so you can actually have friends and sit with people and talk. Me and my friend last semester, we set it up so we could have lunch together like 2 or 3 times a week because both of our classes got out at the same time, so we would always meet at one location and then go to lunch together. And make sure you find your study spot, because if you do have a roommate, odds are it's going to be kind of hard to do homework in your dorm room, but colleges are very, very good at making study spots. Dorms usually have like either a section of the floor or an entire floor that's just like a study area where they have like couches and desks and stuff, so it's quiet. That way people know only to go in there if you're going to be doing homework or whatever. And then they have like another section with like a flat screen TV and couches where you can actually watch TV and hang out. Or if you're me, you just find the library, because the library usually have these little cubbies you can hang out with, like spots where you can plug in your laptop or phone if it needs to charge. And you make sure you actually do your homework when you're in college. I don't know why, but I find this very important, but that's to bring a bathrobe, because usually 9 times out of 10 you're going to have like a community bathroom. And if you're like me, my first semester in college, I lived on a floor that was boys and girls. So like one side of the hallway would be the girls' bathroom and then the opposite side was the boys' bathroom. And for whatever reason, the door to the girls' bathroom, directly across from it was the boys' room. So, and they kept their door open all the time. And they knew everyone by name, so they'd be like, "Hey, Mandy!" I'd be like, "I'm going to the bathroom." And that's also where the showers are, so bring a bathrobe. That way you can just get around, you don't feel like you're revealing anything. And then also get a lanyard. Put your dorm key, or if it's a swipe, get a lanyard with a little ID thing so you can put your ID in there. Just keep your student ID and your dorm key on you at all times. And even better, as soon as you walk into your room, get those little fancy command strip hook things that you can like remove easy. Put that as right on the side of the wall when you walk in. That's the way, as soon as you walk into your dorm, hang up your keys, hang up your ID, you're done. You're not going to lose it, because trust me, if you don't put it there, you are going to lose it. Decode your syllabus. So for your first class of college, your professor will give you this lovely, like anywhere from 5 to 10 page syllabus where it talks about boring stuff. But then at the very end, it will have a schedule of what you're going to be doing throughout the semester. The best thing about that is it tells you the due dates of everything. So get your little calendar out and write down when everything is due. Trust me, it's a lot of work at the beginning, especially if you're taking like 5 classes and you have to do this 5 different times. It's so worth it though. That way you never forget your homework, because trust me, professors sometimes remind you and then most don't. So write down when stuff is due and do it in advance. Don't stay in your room all day. So that was my mistake when I got my single room. I was so happy with having my single room. I just stayed in it all day. I would just read. I didn't even have a TV. I literally just read the entire time. And I would like go out for like cross-country meets and for classes and stuff and food, but that's about it. And it made it so my second half of my semester was a little more antisocial, which I kind of regret, because I feel like if it wasn't so antisocial, my experience wouldn't have been so bad. Make sure you have lazy days, especially on the weekends. You know, there's a lot to do, parties. I myself has never gone to a college party. I'm almost a junior and I've never been to a college party. But have lazy days. Get a whole bunch of friends together and just watch a movie and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And speaking of eating, don't gain the freshman 15. It's very easy to do, especially if you have a buffet style sort of cafeteria where you can just eat endlessly. You will regret it, you will have a tummy ache at first, and you will eventually get fat. So portion sizes, mommy and daddy aren't here to give you portion sizes anymore, so you have to figure that out on your own. And also just work out. Most schools have a gym that you can go to for free. It's not going to be like the best equipped gym, but it'll still be a gym. Either that or go outside, go to the football field and run laps, run around campus, do something, get friends together, do your little own self-taught yoga class. It may feel like a lot of work, but you're gonna feel better in the long run because working out on a regular basis actually like boosts your energy. Say hi to your parents. Now, this is just because, you know, they're gonna miss you when you move out. And I called my parents a lot when I moved out, but that was more because I was freaking out crying because I had anxiety. But you should still do it because they send you care packages and they're great because they usually include chocolate. Take lots of pictures, really live in the moment. College can be super stressful, but it's also a lot of fun because, you know, when you graduate, you're going to look back and wish you kind of appreciated it more because I can guarantee you it's going to be a lot more stressful once you graduate. And my last and final tip is if you live in a dorm, have a fish, have a pet. You'll feel like you're in touch with nature. That's not really true, but it's cool to have a pet. And you can usually just have like a betta fish and that's it. Or if you live at home, you can have a guinea pig. This is Ginger. Look at the camera, Ginger. Hi. Pets make life more fun and less stressful. Thank you all for watching. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Say bye, Ginger!